Hello everybody, Captain Marty here. Friday, October the 3rd, and a windy week. Big storms passing by, a lot of swell. Not much to report on the fishing report. Maybe it'll get better for the weekend, we hope. But I'll be right back in just a second to tell you what we have and what we should look forward to.
Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Manteo, can help you find the right insurance coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, car, life, or health insurance, Clint will go to work for you to make sure that you're well taken care of. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Call Clint today at 473-2119 or swing by and pay him a visit at his office in Manteo. He'd love to see you. Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent that's ready to go to work for you. Real. That's the first word that comes to mind when I think about Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor. Yeah, they're the first and last place you see coming to and leaving the Outer Banks on Highway 64 in Dare County, but they're also real when it comes to fresh local seafood. Troy Outland, real. Curtis and Josh, real. The indoor crab shedders, real. Stop by and see for yourself right next to White Shopping Center and check them out on social media. Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor, real.
So what we had was some great fishing in our offshore fleets with tuna, both blackfin and yellowfin tuna. Then we also had a little bit of activity with some mahi or dolphin. That was good for the bailers. We had a great sailfish bite, but all that is on hold right now, and that ocean has been some kind of start up. So who knows what to expect when they get back out. They might get, I don't know if anybody got out today, but they might get out tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But that's kind of normal for this time of year because we went from the storm stuff to just a good old-fashioned northeaster, and we put the two of those together. Of course, we had a lot of issues, especially down in Buxton. But fishing was good. We'll expect more good fishing in the near future. We did have a couple boats out of Hatteras. It was the only ones I could find yesterday that caught some trout and bluefish and puppy drum in the sound, and they're just fishing in the lee behind the island, which works out really well for them. That's probably the only game in town that I'm aware of. I didn't hear any reports of the wade fishermen, but we'll get to that in just a second in our backcountry report. So surf and pier fishing is looking more drummy, and you can bet that the drum bite is going to kick in probably today. Water stirred up, calming down enough where you can hold bottom, hopefully. And down at Cape Point, I've been talking to Kara and the crew at Red Drum, and there's a little bit of an increase in that drum bite down there. But here again, we've had some extreme weather, so we do need to let that settle down a little bit. But the drum bite, we're going right into the prime of the drum season. We are also in a week or two going to go into the prime of the fall yellowfin tuna season offshore. And one of the things that always amazed me, one of the best captains in the Oregon Inlet Fleet is Captain Arch Bracher, my old dock partner on the Pelican. He loves marlin fishing. He's the best marlin fisherman in my mind there is. But he fishes all day long for white marlin this time of year. And then him and his twin brother Pat will go down to whatever pier. Jeunesse Pier. They love Avon Pier, Rodanthe Pier, Avalon, wherever. They hit on them piers and fish all night long and get back in time to go offshore fishing again. And they're not as young as they used to be, but they've been doing it ever since they were young. And it's just amazing. So the drum bite will get better. So will the tuna bite. We'll take a little break right here and come back and talk about what's going on in the backcountry.
Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village is the closest spot on the Outer Banks to the Gulf Stream. Just inside Hatteras Inlet, Teachers Lair is fully loaded with bait, tackle, ice, snacks, and drinks for your fun-filled day out on the water. Want to get rigged up to catch the big one? Lee and the gang in the tackle shop can outfit you to catch whatever is eager to get hooked. To see the marina, the tackle shop, or to book a charter, go online to teacheslair.com. Teachers Lair Marina in Hatteras Village. Your fishing venture awaits.
So it's a slow news day, but the big drum bite is red hot in the sound when the weather permits. An evening bite, people that are doing it regularly have patterned the movement of the drum a little bit. Some boats, some people were catching and releasing 30 plus big drum before this weather got bad. You can say, well, wait a minute, it's in the sound. Isn't that always calm? No, it is not. I was in the Pamlico Sound one time in the middle of the daytime on a 30 to 35 knot northwester on a brand spanking new Carolina built Buddy Davis boat. and I had never seen it so rough in my whole life. A rougher ride I've never known. I was trying to make it to Morehead City, and I finally did, but man, don't take the Pamlico Sound or any of the sounds for granted. If you're going to fish this time of year, you got to have a float plan, and you got to be prepared to go. So that is our backcountry report. There's just a few drum being caught when the guys can get out. I mentioned the speckled trout, the bluefish, and the puppies that are catching back at Hatteras and Ocracoke, so that's still good. And by the time I get back to you on Monday morning, I hope we have put some fish back in this fishless report. So I do want to say this. I had a great visit yesterday with Justin Bateman, and we went over to A&W Sales and just had a really good time over there with Wayne and his wife Sarah and the whole crew, talking about lawnmowers and golf carts and, metal buildings and tilt trailers. What else they have in their whole store? Their Howe Mercantile store. And, of course, I never go out there without buying all kinds of stuff. Gifts for my granddaughters, and I bought me a really nice machete. So Justin better not give me any trouble, or I might have to use it. But anyway, good visit with him, and it was good to see Shane from Radcliffe Marine, the new owner of Radcliffe Marine. He came and sat in with us, and we saw William Boyd, an old friend. He stopped in as well, and it was a good time. So everybody had a great time. Go by and see them. They're on Seed Tick Neck Road, and you won't regret it, I promise you. Just tell them Captain Marty sent you. Google them, A&W Sales. And that's it. That's all I have for you today, but we'll pick it up over the weekend, and we'll be back in the driver's seat on Monday. Hope you have a great and safe weekend, and may the good Lord bless you.